What up, YouTube? Ain't made a video in a little while. Kind of apologize for that. Been kind of posting just some videos. The first time we went to the track, made one pass just for some tuning. Last night we only made one pass, and that was just because we had a coolant cap blow off of the water pump and shoot coolant directly underneath the car. I've got some videos of that. It got pretty squirrely. It was about 330 feet out, so it was probably somewhere between 70, 80 miles an hour. Coolant shot directly underneath the car, hit the back tires. I felt the slippage immediately, got out of it, put it in high gear, and saved the car, which is great. But the pass before that, we went 943 at 139 miles an hour. Car felt great. That was just leaving off the foot brake. That was kind of my shakedown pass for the day, or I'm sorry, the night. It was a night race. It was the last night race of the year at Kentucky Dragway, which kind of sucks because there was some good air, you know, because we were going to race till 2 o'clock in the morning. I believe this car would hook about any track just the way from the first 2 passes. I mean, I can't spin the tires yet. So we're going to play with the suspension some, play with some air pressure, maybe pump some more, put some more air in the back tires and see if we can't maybe get a little bit more mile an hour in the back end. I am on a 28. Thought about even trying a 26 just to see possibly how that felt. But guys, I'm really happy with the car. Here's how it sits from last night. Only thing I've done is just get it off the trailer today, and I gave it a bath before I pulled it back in here. I'll kind of show you all around the car. This is how it sat last night when I raced it. Aerospace street kit up front. Don't got the drag brakes up front. Do have them in the back though. Used the line lock with those last night as well. Held the car perfect. So that'll show you how much brake power this thing has. People that don't know what a line lock is, it disables the back brakes and just allows the front brakes to hold the car while you do a burnout, but you don't have to have your foot on the brake. I have an SGM line lock on the car. I think I've showed it in a couple other videos, so check those out. But that's a must, the drag strip, if you ask me. Works really good with the Turbo 400 as well too. Just put it in second gear and just kind of pedal throttle, hold it around 6,500 RPM. Should get some good wheel speed there. But that's kind of how I do my burnouts, about 6,500 RPM in second gear with the 400. When I had the stick in there, I did the same thing. Second gear around 6,500 RPM, I would spin it for probably 4 or 5 seconds and roll out. That worked really good for those Hoosiers. Working pretty good with these Pros as well too. So these Pros now have 3 burnouts on them, 2.5 passes. So they're kind of just getting broke in. Did cut a 130, 160 foot when the coolant hose cut off. So that was the best 60 I'd cut. So that would have probably been a little bit better pass than the 43. Had a little bit hotter tune-up in it as well too. So it may have liked that. Still trying to figure the tune out a little bit in the car with the little passes we've had. Would love to get that 224 pass, 9224. And take that record, but all right, I'm gonna show you guys the interior. There is a 75-pound cage in here. I haven't went ahead and took the door bars off. They're hanging over there on the wall. Getting ready to make it back into a street car. I'm gonna put my exhaust back on the car. I drove this car to work every day last week. It didn't rain one day. I drove it every day. About 7 miles, 8 miles to work each way. So it's not a big deal, but I've drove this thing 40, 50 miles, not a problem, one way. Dash is in the car, cage is in the car, does have a Kirky. Kirky's mounted to the cage, safe. Does have a front crash support bar, as you can see in there. Yeah, I'll show you guys what happened last night. So, I deleted the oil cooler off of it. I really kind of felt like that was pointless since this car is never going to be on a road track and it's got skinnies on the front of it. I don't think it's ever going to be drove like that, so I don't think it needs an oil cooler. Well, there is a cap right here coming out of the water pump that I had. People are like, well, why is the cap there now? So I ended up just practically throwing coolant down the whole right lane at Kentucky Dragway last night. They got it cleaned up, but I had them shut down for an hour afterwards. One of the track officials actually brought that over to me and said, "Hey man, I think you lost something." So we went ahead and put it back on so it wasn't dripping coolant everywhere, but you can see the coolant. I sprayed a lot of it off, but see, there's that old cooler that I deleted. I just left it wide open. I mean, that's just extra coolant that I didn't want to do because I deleted my aux coolers as well too. And also, without those aux coolers in, I ain't noticed any temperature difference driving this thing through town at all. Now, I mean, it's pretty wide open. I don't have any fender liners in the front. Do have a fuel cell in the car. Probably saved me 10 pounds. But that's how it sat last night. But enough sitting here talking. I'm going to cut to the videos. I'm going to show the 940 pass first. And then if you guys hang around, you'll see the sketchy pass. I was lucky to save it. It got pretty wild. I got an in-car video of it that really shows how much I had to drive that car back in.